today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the NFL.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And back deep is DJ Dallas. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Geno. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Dallas taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ritter located his running back Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Ritter will set up to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Ritter with it after the play fake. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurt him.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Smith over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Throwing now is Geno. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal, the defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Smith now to throw. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Smith rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Smith, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him postgame. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline, DK Metcalf, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Ritter. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Dallas up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is incomplete.
I remember Coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Ritter to throw it. Got a man. It's London. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Back to throw. Ritter. Complete. Jefferson to target. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Ritter. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away. Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning. Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point. Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Geno down to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards. You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Ritter's throw complete to Hollins.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 4.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's 1st down. Here's Ritter.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Ritter looks to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now Ritter.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here's 1st and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
25 yards that time. Throwing now, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.